Welcome back, Pine Belt. On spreading hope and encouragement, that's what a local author wants us to do as she shares her poetry and her book with the world. Joining me to talk about it is author and poet Delane Williams. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So for anybody that might not know, tell us about yourself and your journey to poetry.
Okay, so my name is Erica Williams, but I go by my middle name Delane for my poetry. I started writing when I was in about 7th grade, but this past year I started writing about mental health poetry. I have struggled with depression and anxiety, things like that my whole life, and so I started being a little more vulnerable on the internet. I started posting on TikTok and I grew my following up to like 50,000 followers, and so I pretty much write these poems and I perform them through videos and posting them, being very vulnerable and talking about those mental health issues, and it's resonating with a lot of people, and it helps a lot of people feel less alone, because a lot of people struggle with mental health because they feel alone, and by creating that connection with them is something that's very special for me and for them.
Is that what made you want to share your story publicly?
Definitely, it is.
What is the responses you've gotten for people from some of your followers that you've seen grow?
So I get a lot of messages saying things like my poetry has even saved them. I don't like to take all the credit because I know that God is using me as a vessel to be able to speak these words to them and give them that courage and that hope. A lot of people do tell me that like they were writing their notes, they were writing their goodbyes, and they seen my video and it encouraged them to keep going, to live again.
So let's talk a little bit about your book, You Don't Have to Die to Matter. Why is that title important to you?
So growing up, I experienced my own mental health, but also my father struggled with mental health. He actually had an attempt, and I came up with the title, You Don't Have to Die to Matter, based off of that, because a lot of people feel like they don't matter, and maybe if they passed on, people will see their importance, but that's not true. Like you deserve to be here.
And before we get out of here, you wanted to recite part of your poem. You go ahead.
Yes, sir. I hope God knows I'm sorry for all the times I asked to die. The hard truth is that I wanted to be seen. The harder truth is that a lack of validation doesn't make me invisible. It doesn't make you either. I went off of sight for far too long because seeing is believing. I couldn't see what was close to me. I get so lost in my nervous system that my support system could never find me. I confuse self-isolating with being alone. And we are never truly alone. I've been there. I've skipped my pills. I've skipped my meals. I've abandoned my own body, planned out a funeral for myself, prepared my own eulogy, and even waved goodbye as if I were someone else, but life didn't let me go. Welcome me to live again, and God extends that welcome to you. It's okay to be sorry. He forgives, and I hope you accept his invitation too.
That's actually beautiful. And before we get out of here, I wanted to let people know where they can find your book, where they can find you and follow you on social media.
Okay, so my handle is Delane Writes. It's DelaneWrites on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And on there I have a link tree in my bios, and you can click that and all my books will pop up there.
Now, is that poem inside in this book?
Yes, it's called God's Invitation in my book right here, You Don't Have to Die to Matter.
And that is an excellent poem, beautiful poem. Hope more people check it out. And you reach a lot of people because, you know, we all know somebody that's struggling like that. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hope everything goes well for you, Delane. Thank you also, Pine Belt, for joining us. We'll have more news and weather coming up after the break.